So, hi ladies, it's your girl Angel 515-2010 and Nathaniel. So, today is July 19th, 2016, and Nathaniel is officially 4 months and some change. He will be 5 months on the 1st. He is 18 weeks today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 18 weeks today. On this Tuesday. Well, today's Tuesday, so he's 18 weeks today. I did a vlog about 2 weeks ago to tell you guys about his 4-month doctor appointment and his growth and development so far. At his 4-month checkup, he was 14 pounds and 4 ounces, so pretty sure he is well over that now because he's a little chunkaroo. He's gaining about 2 ounces. I say about 2 to 3 ounces a day. So, yeah, he's almost at the 15-pound mark. He is officially getting too big for his size 1 diapers. I actually went to Sam's Club because they have a size 1-2 diaper. It's kind of like an in-between. It goes from 14 pounds to 18 pounds. They're Members Mark brand. He was not quite big enough for size 2. He had like a whole bunch of space in it. So I didn't want to switch him quite up to size 2. So I went and got him those, and he's been wearing those in between going up to his size 2. He is almost out of those, so he will go directly into the size 2s once he is finished with those. So far as my diaper loves or must have, his whole 4 months, I have realized that there are some brands that I particularly don't care for, some brands that are awesome, some brands I'm still kind of skeptical on, and price does not always mean better. So, pretty much I coupon a lot. So whenever I catch something on sale or if I have a coupon for it, I'm going to rack up. So when I found out I was pregnant, I started my whole stock up on diapers and wipes and anything that I can get my hands on baby related, minus formula, because I did plan on breastfeeding and I did not know which formula he was going to take. And he is just not interested in the camera today. He is kind of into his toes. That's what he wants to get. So I'll kind of lean him back so he can see my toes, see my toes. So I want to eat my toes, YouTube. So during my stockpile, I pretty much got every brand of diaper that you can think of. I got Lugs, I got Pampers, I got Huggies, the Snug and Fit, the was it dry or sleep? Was it this ultra dry, or was it Snug and Dry for the overnight sleep? And basically my feedback so far, I do not like Lugs. They tend to just kind of bulk up right in the front. He's a little boy, so you know he pees in a one spot. Instead of distributing the wetness, it kind of just looks like a saggy diaper, like directly in the front. It looks so uncomfortable for him. The Huggies, the little snugglers, they're supposed to be really, really great. They're supposed to snuggle all like the curves and little fat chubby legs of the babies. They were okay so far as just him peeing. Whenever he pooped out of them. For some reason, they did not have a good seal around the thigh area for him, so the poop would always seek out. So I did not particularly care for those. The Pampers brand have been awesome. I mean, he can sleep in those, the Pampers Snug and Dry. He can sleep in those all night and pee and pee and pee. And it's got 3 chambers that the urine will actually distribute to. So it's not just bulked up in that one spot. So he actually stays dry a lot longer. So far as off brands, we have tried the White Cloud brand from Walmart, as well as their Parents' Choice brand. I like the White Cloud brand. That's actually what they use at his pediatrician's office. When you go in, you have to take their diaper off when you put him on the scale, and then if he's wet that diaper, you get a new one. So they use the White Cloud brand. I tried those when he was still in newborn sizes, and he did really well in those. But as a baby, they didn't really poop that much when he was in newborn sizes. I have not tried them since he has been bigger and going to the bathroom a lot more. But just when I tried them when he was a newborn, I did like those. Um, the next brand I've tried was the Parents' Choice from Walmart. Those were awesome too. I put those right up there with the Pampers brand. If I had to rate the diapers that he has tried, I would more than likely go Pampers brand as number one. I would go for the Parents' Choice and the, what is it, Members Mark, which is the ones he's doing now, the size 1 to 2. They hold urine very well. They don't fall apart. He has yet to have a blowout in one of those. As well as um, really inexpensive. And they don't break him out. He hasn't had a rash or anything from them. And then I would go with the Huggies and Lugs would be last on my list. So far as wipes, he has only been using the, he started out with, what is the bulk brand? It starts with a B. It just slipped my mind, but it's from BJ's. He got a big box of those from the baby shower, so he just finished up his last little bit of wipes from those, and he's been using Pampers wipes, the naturals, and the extra sensitive wipes since then. So he switches between those two brands. Nathaniel, you are just ending your toes. You're not going to look up and let YouTube see you. You're not going to look at the camera. Look at the camera, Bubby. I said I don't want to look at no camera, Mommy. I'm trying to eat my toes. So, yeah, he's been switching between those wipes, and they've done really well for him. So this is, I guess, going to be like a what works for Nathaniel brand. So far as pacifiers, we tried a ton of them when we decided to give him one. He did not get a pacifier for the first 2.5 weeks of his life. He was strictly on the breast. I did not want to confuse his lap, so he did not get a bottle. He did not get a pacifier. So when we introduced it, we tried the gumdrop ones that they give you at the hospital. We tried Nooks. We tried the Tommy Tippy brand, which he does Tommy Tippy bottles, but he did not particularly care for the pacifier when he was little. He actually took to the MAM brand, and so that's his favorite. That's what he uses now. He's kind of at the stage now to where any pacifier I give him, if I give him one of the Nooks or the gumdrops or the Tommy Tippies, because I do still have all of those if I'm like out in the car or that's the only one I have in the diaper bag, he'll take it just to soothe himself. But this is his absolute favorite brand, so if we do not have these, there is a problem. He has to have this brand to go to sleep, which he doesn't go to sleep with a pacifier, but if he's really fussy and he's just fighting, I'll give him this versus having him nurse to sleep. But since he's been at daycare, he kind of falls asleep on his own, like for nap times or even at night. I will just lay him in his crib and I'll give him a toy to play with, and you go back in there 10 minutes later and he is like completely out. Then I remove the toys, of course. I don't let him sleep in there with him, but he will entertain himself and go to sleep on his own. Or he'll just kind of lay there and stare up at his, what do you call it, his mobile. I'll turn that on and he'll just kind of stare at it until he falls asleep inside of his crib. But if he is going to need a pacifier to go to sleep, I will give him this brand. And that's his favorite one. So far as his hair, he has really compacted, curly hair. So, and he has, I call it the old man soup bowl, where he doesn't have any hair on his sides. And of course, he's starting to get the signature baby bald spot in the back from where they lay in the car seat and rub their heads. So for his hair, he will use Johnson & Johnson shampoo, and then there is a Johnson & Johnson conditioner he will use. It's in a green bottle. I got it from Target. It was like $5.99. It's a little green squeeze too. So I will wash it with the shampoo. I will use the conditioner to detangle and comb it through, because he hates to get his hair combed. And then I will use the Johnson & Johnson detangling spray. It's in a green bottle as well, and that was $6.99. If he's not getting a bath or I'm not washing his hair just on a day-to-day basis, which I haven't done anything in his hair today because we've been in the house, but just on a day-to-day basis, I will use the detangling spray to kind of comb through it and just style it in the morning. So his hair is really compact. It's really, really long. It's about maybe 2.5 inches when you straighten it out, but it's kind of really tightly packed and curled to his head right now. It is starting to get straight in the back, and closer up to the sides, and it's staying curly really on the top. And I'm guessing it's just because this is where he sleeps and rolls around. So I have been also using coconut oil on it to kind of help with the balding spots, just as a little added moisturizer for him, because he does tend to get dry hair in the back where he rubs his head. So I don't want that to be really dry. Let's see, lotion for him. He uses the Eucerin Baby Eczema lotion. That has worked really, really well for him because he does have baby eczema on his back and chest and little areas of his elbows, which we figured he would have it because I have it as well as Dad has it too. So we use that. His body wash has been the same since day one. He uses the Cetaphil. He does use the Cetaphil lotion as well. I will put that on and then put the Eucerin on top of it. The Cetaphil baby lotion to me is kind of runny. It doesn't stay on very long. So to me, I feel like it's just enough to get moisture in the skin, and then I put the Eucerin on it to kind of last throughout the day. So far as if he starts to get a diaper rash or a raw spot, which he has not had since he has been born, luckily, but I will also put it on any really bad eczema outbreak he has, just as an added measure, is the Aquaphor diaper rash cream. You can also use it as a lotion. I use it on myself when I have an eczema outbreak. It's really thick like Vaseline, so it just coats his little dry spots and helps him feel a lot better, so he's not all itchy. Yeah. So that is pretty much all of Nathaniel's brands that he uses now. And food-wise, formula. He is still breastfed. He does supplement. He uses the Gerber supplementing formula. It's in like a aqua and white tube, not tube. He uses that as his supplement formula when he does take it. And he has started to eat baby food as well. So he is on the Gerber supported sitter baby food. He really likes squash. He doesn't particularly care for sweet potatoes. He loves squash. He loves carrots. He loves green beans. I have not started him on fruits yet. I was kind of hesitant, as they say, you do the fruits and they tend to not want their vegetables. So I'm kind of trying all the vegetables first, and then I will probably start him on fruits this weekend coming up. I will actually do a vlog of him eating, so you guys can see his little high chair that he has and just kind of see the struggle that we go through. Not struggle, because he's a really good eater. He is learning how to eat out of a spoon. He kind of wants to lick his tongue out, like he's trying to, lick the food off the spoon, so he struggles a little bit. You put it in his mouth and he's trying to lick at the same time. But he loves to eat, and if you're not feeding him fast enough, he will get mad and poke his lips out and So he's a big boy. He loves his food. But yeah, so that's about it. We are actually sitting outside on the front porch because he loves outside. He loves to watch the birds. We have bird feeders out in our yard, so he loves to watch the birds as they come by and eat from the bird feeder. He gets really excited about that. But yeah, so those are all of his must-have products that he uses on a daily basis and how they have worked for him. My opinions on what works best for me. Every child is different. So what works for him may not work for your child. What works for your child may not work for him. Also, Honest Brand, I forgot about them. When he was a baby, as well as when he was in size 4 diapers, he used the Honest Brand diapers, and I'm sorry about yawning. He used Honest Brand diapers in the newborn size because he was really small, as well as he used their size 1 diapers. Those I like. They work very well so far as holding in leakage and holding in poop. he did really, really well with those. The only thing I did not like is it does not have the wetness indicator, so you can never really tell whether it's just the bulk from the diaper or if he has really wetted up without kind of taking it off and peeking on the inside. So that was the only thing that I really didn't like, and when he peed in it, it kind of bulked up in the front. But even when it bulked up in the front, it wasn't like the lugs. So I would probably put them number 3 on my list. They are kind of expensive, but if you do want an all natural brand, then they are really, really well. They work really well. So yeah, so I think that is pretty much it for Nathaniel, what works for him, his must-haves, and everything. He is really interested in this cardinal that is sitting over here. So I'm probably going to try to walk over and let him see it a little bit closer. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about any of the items that he is using, or if you want to know a little bit more about his daily routine so far as how I manage his hair, which looks a mess today, just let me know, and I'll kind of give you a close-up. As you guys can see, it's really, really curly, and he's starting to get the old man. Turn around, baby. So I'm getting the old man in the back. You know, just from where he's rubbing his car seat. He has never really had any hair on the side. He's just got little wispies. He's just been like that since he was born. Say, but it's okay. I'm still cute. Damn, a cutie pie. So it doesn't matter. But yeah, so if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below, and we will be back later. Mwah!